Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Saturday Morning Makes. I am so excited to be here with you guys today. I have a lot to share, but I wanted to start off just by saying phenomenal projects from everybody this past week. I just am so inspired by all of the beautiful makes. There's been so many things. I can't even name everybody, you guys, but there's been some new people that have been joining in. KS Lane 24, Karen, Kim's Cottage Decor, Lily Gonzalez, who's Scrappy Do 1959. Hi, Lily. She always comments and does beautiful things. Crafty Things by Sandra. Mo Creations, Melissa. Oh my gosh, Melissa, I loved your pretzel and ginger cards and stuff that you did. Those pretzels are phenomenal. Lisa, who's Crafty Lisa 356, she made a candlestick and she also hurt her wrist, you guys. So send her some Instagram love. She's over on Instagram. Hello to Kelly in Idaho. Kathy J. Fleming. Linnea. I just want to say hi to some people that I forget to say hello to. And then I found out that Adelaide Vivatni, if I'm saying that correctly, is from Bergen, Norway. So hello to everybody in Norway. Hello to Klom and everybody over in the UK. Is it Chris? Who else is in the UK? I'm trying to remember my UK friends. But hello to all of you. And just to everybody around the world who might be watching from Italy and Canada and different places. So nice to have everybody here. Plan Craft Love did some gingers. I love the PK faces she used. Paula, I love the candy corn tags that you did. Kimberly Raisin, if I'm saying that right, Raison, she did a really pretty pumpkin pillow. She's done some really neat embroidery projects, so you'll want to check her out over on Instagram. Hi, Susan. Susan Laverty did really cute pumpkin patch cards. And we send get well wishes to Susan. She's been under the weather. She's starting to get a little bit better. Thrifty Crafter, and I think it's me, Thrifty Crafter, if you're looking her up on Instagram. She did a fuzzy ginger and bear ornaments, and she's also over on YouTube. I'm trying to remember if it's the same name on YouTube. I think it's Thrifty Crafter on YouTube. And she also did some of the dome ornaments, which I haven't done any in a few years now, but I have a video of those way, way back. But I have some. I should pull them out and do them. But she inspired me. She did hers with little gingerbread houses in them. And you'll love the ornaments she made. She did a ginger and a bear. So you want to check her out. She's an incredible crafter, and you're going to want to follow her. I think she only has like 400 something followers. I don't know why. She's incredible. I hope you guys will go check her out. And if I can remember later, I'll share her video to make sure that you guys all can subscribe to her. And if you are looking for subscribers and stuff, you can always drop me a line. And if you've got a video out there that you want me to share, just let me know, because I'm happy to try and help people grow their channels. Let's see. Mindy made a really pretty chunky charm, a Christmas chunky charm. What else? Cynthia did some really cute honeybee, their cooling rack stamp. She made a really cool card with that using an IO Impression Obsession stamp. I love that, Cynthia. Tammy made ornaments with the new LOTV DigiShop tags. Which I don't know if you guys, everybody saw that video, but there's 2 new tag sets from the LOTV DigiShop, and they're available both in digital and in photopolymer. And Tammy took the digitals and blew them up, and she actually made an ornament, some ornaments and stuff. So go to SS Crafter 1 and check out her channel. Tammy's phenomenal, you guys. She always has incredible stuff to share, just like Vicky, who's TryHard67, Marilyn G, Anna, excuse me, you guys, Anna White, W-I-G-H-T is the last name. Anna's channel is fantastic. She shared a really neat Christmas ornament. I don't think she did it for Saturday Morning Makes, but you should just follow Anna anyway, because she's a phenomenal designer and she designs products, and you'll learn a lot from her channel, especially if you're starting out and you want to know how to watercolor or color or just different types of information about crafting, storage, all sorts of things, storing stamps. She's a great resource. I've learned a ton from her over the years. She's someone I used to follow back in my blogging days. We've known each other a long time, and she lives in the same state as I do. So, and she's just a sweet friend. So I think, I hope I'm remembering everybody. I also just wanted to, I'm going to start off with my crafty dare for this week. I am doing some crafty dares. Tina, who is Tell 'em Thank You, you should be following her on YouTube and Instagram. She runs a little crafty thing where once a week you get 3 little prompts, and you make one item. And I love it because it's simple, and sometimes I just need a jumping off point. And so I've been wanting to do it for a long time, and I've been doing it now this is my 2nd week. And I just want to say hello to everybody in the Crafty Dares group. I think it's Therese, JP, oh, I'm trying to remember, Living, oh my goodness. It's so hard to remember names, you guys. Oh, Tina Loves to Craft, and then Living the Something Life, I think, but I can't remember right now. I'm so sorry. Anyway, it's the Crafty Dares group, and if you're interested, go to Tell 'em Thank You on YouTube and then on Instagram if you're interested in looking into it. But I'm going to show you what I created. Let me pull these out here. The prompts this time were to use a, oh my gosh, I want to say pinwheel. That's not. A rosette, a box, and Halloween theme. So that was the prompts for this week. I used this cute little stamp set. This is a paper tray ink set called Mr. Bones. And I don't know if the camera will focus on the title. It probably won't. Maybe it will. Mr. Bones. And this is a paper tray ink set. There's the name. Okay. I don't know if this is still available anymore. This is, like I said, most of my stuff, you guys, I've had for years and years and years. So I don't know if this has a year on it, you guys, if that would help you. Let's see. Does it have a year on the inside of this? Let's just take a quick peek. No, it really doesn't. So I can't even tell you the year. I'm so sorry. I can't help you. But this is what it looks like, and it is a paper tray ink set. I use that. And then I also use this PK1320 in the Garden face assortment. And I use this specifically for my little pumpkin faces. So these are the little pumpkin faces that I did. And you'll notice that this is a cardstock with some texture to it. And really, it's better to use smooth cardstock when you're stamping, but I just went with it. And I love these 2 little faces for these pumpkins. This one's got its eyes all squished closed. Kathy just does the cutest faces. So anyway, so I made these sweet boxes, and one has a rosette with a little bit of green gingham and some felt, and then the 2 pumpkins. And then this is just a little frond that I had in my stash, and I used that same gingham paper to cut it from. And then I stamped a little tag that says trick or treat on this one. And I actually punched a hole through the top of the pillow box die that I used. And I did bring the pillow box die out, I thought, to show you. Yeah. So this is a very old paper tray ink die. I've probably had it at least 17 years. Somewhere around there, 16, 15 years old. So that's what I used, because I don't have a lot of box dies. I'm not a huge creator of boxes. I tend to just do simpler packaging most of the time. But I did stamp the background using that stamp set to create this one, and I just tied it with some Dollar Tree twine. And then I took a piece of felt and a circle die cut that's scalloped, and I just made a little ensemble for this tag where I punched a hole. I folded this in half and then punched through the felt and the paper, and then lined the hole from the tag up with all 3, and I strung it through. So it just makes this neat little topper for this. So I just think this one turned out so cute. I love stamping backgrounds, and I think it's something that we don't do enough, you guys. Little stamps are really important because little stamps produce backgrounds. You can just, do it in sets of 3 when you're stamping. Do 3, everything in 3s, and you end up with a beautiful little scene, for your backgrounds. And then you can color them too. I didn't color these. I just kept it really simple this week, but I really loved the look of these stamps without coloring. So this just turned out really cute. So that's that one. And then this one, of course, is a corrugated box. So, and this one got a little smushed. So I'm going to have to put something pretty thick in there to make it look nice. But I had fun with making these, and it was a great crafty dare. So thank you, Tina. And I can't wait to see everybody's projects. So I'm going to set this aside now, and we'll move on to the next thing. Oh my gosh, you guys should see my desk. It is a disaster area today. Okay, so we're going to keep going. Oh, and I did want to say that the ink I used for that project, I used this orange ink from a paper tray called Orange Zest, and then I used Memento Tuxedo Black and Chocolate Brown, I think were the three colors. Yeah, so let's see. Or Rich Cocoa, sorry. So Memento Rich Cocoa and Tuxedo Black, which I show you all the time. And that one looks like this. Okay, so those are the inks I used on the Crafty Dares project. And then for the other projects I'm going to show you, I used Fine Linen. And these are Prim colored inks that I happen to really like for Prim projects. Pumice Stone Distress ink. Fine Linen ink, which I just love the color of Fine Linen. This is one of my very favorite color inks of all time. And then I used some Rich Cocoa, and I think that might be, oh no, there's one more Distress ink that I used, but what did I do with it? Let's see. Did I put it back? Well, it's a gray one. I think it's called Pumice Stone. I used... no, that was this one. So I used Pumice Stone and something else. Oh my gosh, you guys, I can't remember. Well, hopefully it'll turn up here as I show you stuff, and then I'll be able to tell you. Oh my gosh. I need some coffee, obviously. All right, so I did a Jill's product news video this week. I think it was Monday of this week. So anyway, if you go back, you'll see where I shared these stamps. These are from a company called Rubber Stamp Concepts, and their website is Rubber Stamping Depot. And all of the information about these stamps is in a video on my channel. You can just go back and look to Monday's date. And this, you know, from the beginning of this week. And I ordered these stamps. These were stamps that I saw these stamps on Anna White's channel, and I fell in love with them, but she had gotten them on eBay, and I didn't think I'd be able to get them, but I started researching to try and find them, and I found the company. So I shared it with everybody, and I got these particular three, but there are other sets on their website, and I have everything linked in that video if you're interested in these stamps. But what today's Saturday Morning Makes is about is I colored up some of those stamps and I made projects with them. And in particularly today, I used products from My Creative Time and Emma Aguilar. Hi, Emma. Emma was sweet enough. She sent me a few dies to use, you guys, because I promoted a product on my channel that a lot of you went over and asked her about, and she's actually bringing it back. It should be in stock this coming week. If it's not already there, it'll be there the first week of November, unless there's some sort of a delay. But as far as I know, it'll be in stock definitely by the first week of November. And it's that the face that I used to make the round snowman tags, which I should have brought one over here, but I didn't. Anyway, she sent me some products to use, and then I also pulled some of my favorite products out because I love her company. If you're not familiar with My Creative Time, you definitely want to check her out, and I will link her store down below in the comments section. But I'm going to go through the products that I used today. So first of all, I used a lot of embossing folders. I think embossing is underutilized in the craft industry by a lot of us, and so I'm trying to feature embossing on my projects every week. So this is just a snowflake embossing folder. This one is from Sizzix, and you can use any embossing folders, you guys. You don't have to have mine, the particular ones that I have. And the only reason I say that is because a lot of my stuff is really old and you may not be able to get it anymore. I think this one might be a Sizzix one also. I'm not sure. I don't think this is the Tailored Expressions one, but Tailored Expression has a really good snowflake die that I love. This is a Doris Wood grain one. And then this one is a We Are Memory Keepers 6x6 folder of some flowers. Okay. And these were all the embossing folders that I used. And then let me go through really quick and I'll show the dies. This is one of my favorite die sets from Emma's shop. It's called the Pretty Circle Layer Dies. And I'll show you what these cut like. I just love the beautiful pattern in there. The stitching's gorgeous. And then I used this 3x3 fancy envelope die, and it comes with the insert, and I love this die. Oh my gosh, Emma. This and I'll show you guys this and this one, which is the 3-inch circle card dies. These are like my new favorite thing. Oh my gosh. I had so much fun playing with these today, you guys. I could make 100 cards with these. So I'm very excited about these two sets. Wait till you see what I did. Okay, so again, it's the fancy envelope die 3x3 and the 3-inch circle card dies, okay? And I hope you can see those well. So I used those. She sent me this one. I haven't used it yet, but this one makes a 4x4 envelope, and you cut this 3 times to make the bottom and sides, and then it folds up and you have this beautiful 4-inch envelope, and then it comes with the word Happy Mail, which is really cool, this little stamp, and then a heart. So I can't wait to play with this one, but I couldn't play with everything tonight. And I'm also really excited about this because this is a 4-inch circle card die, and so this 4-inch envelope you know, will coordinate, I believe, and I haven't tried it yet, but I'm assuming that's what it is for, because she did the 3-inch envelope and this is a 4-inch. So I'm really excited to play with these. I will come back and do some projects with these and show them to you at a later date. Okay, and then she also sent me this one, which I already had this one, Emma, because I fell in love with this the day that you released it. This one's called the Circle Card Add-ons MCT D379. So that's what this one's called, and I just loved these little elegant heart, the little hearts, and then these filigree circles that she did with the little hearts. So I didn't use this one today, but I cannot wait to make 4-inch circle cards and use this die set. So then I also use these Cottage Cuts scalloped rectangle dies with the little holes, little pierced holes. I use these dies from the Greetery, and you've seen me share these before. The Greetery is a wonderful company, so is Cottage Cuts. And then these infinity dies from Hero Arts. I've talked about the infinity dies before, how important they are to have these in your stash in the different main shapes. So you want your rectangles, your circles, your ovals, you know, and squares if you do square cards. So these are just great to have because then you have all the different sizes that you need. So I also just used some die cut circles from that 3x3 set. I used this little tree once, which I think this was from Little Inker Designs back in the day. Hi, Laura, if you're watching. Laura was the one who concepted stitched dies. And then I wanted to show you the little 3x3 envelope. You just turn these in, put glue up here, and you just seal it like this, and the little insert fits inside. And this is just adorable. And the reason I'm not using this one is because I die cut this twice, and then I embossed it, and it ended up ripping a little bit. But that's just because I was die cutting it on a really hard plate, and I didn't need to do that. The die cut's like butter. You should only have to run it through one time. That's all I had to do with all the rest of them. So it was my error, not the die's error, is what I'm saying. So let me show you what I made. I'm going to show you these little round cards first because I had so much fun with these. Oh my gosh. Okay. So each of these is a little round card, and I just tied, this one I tied closed with twine, and it has a little tree on it that I glued to the front. And this is the one that was embossed with the lumber embossing folder. And then inside, you guys, are one of these little circle cards. And it just makes such a cute presentation with this cute little envelope. And the little stitching on the envelope is so sweet. And then here is one of the stamps from the sets I just showed you, the Prim sets. And this one says, "May the bounty of the season fill your heart and your home." And it's a little house, and there's teeny little pumpkins next to the fence. And I just cut it with a circle die. I added a second layer. Then I embossed with that We Are Memory Keepers floral embossing folder, and I inked this with pumice stone distress ink. So that's the color that you see. And I just think this turned out so cute. This is some Lawn Fawn cording twine, which I love their twine if you're just going to make a bow and glue it. It's a little bit thicker than the twine that you might tie a bow with normally. That's the cotton twine. This is the cording twine from Lawn Fawn, and it holds its shape really well if you're just going to glue a bow on a card. So I wanted to mention that. And then I did add just a little tiny piece of corrugated cardstock there, just to kind of break up your eye from the circle, and it just helps your eye to rest a little. So, and then these are just blank inside right now. I'm not sure how I'm going to use this one, but it's just such a cute presentation, you know, with the envelope and the card and the twine. So that's my first one. Then let's do this one. This one, I think I'm going to take this little LOTV DigiShop Sweet Christmas, and I'm going to punch a hole here and run this through so that this is on here like this. But you can also just use one of those little circle layer dies and do a to from if you want. So like if you were using this for a Christmas gift, you could have this part here, you know, the Sweet Christmas part here, and then have the to from on the front here if you want. So this one, I'll open it up and I'll show you what's inside. Isn't this fun? It's kind of like Christmas, only it's Halloween weekend. So I just cut a few of these to have because I might add those to the fronts. But here's this one, and this is a little snowman. Again, with little gingers. This is from those stamp sets, those Prim sets. And P was saying that she knows the person who designed the stamps and has worked with her in the past, or, you know, knows her from doing Prims, because that's what P does. Hello, P. And so anyway, this just turned out so cute, you guys. I love these little 3-inch cards. There you can see I did a little piece of corrugated cardstock, and then I tied a button with some, this is like a, oh, it's just in this jar right here, and it's a type of May Arts twine that's really thin, and it's easy to thread for your buttons. So I just have a jar of old buttons here on my desk, and I just keep them on my desk and I use them whenever I need a button. So so this one just turned out really cute too. And I'll set this red twine aside with this one. And then there's this one here where I punched a little circle with the little snowman, one of the stamps in the set, and I just took a piece of sticky stuff and stuck it on top of the bow. So we'll set that aside and untie this one. Okay, and in this one, oops, I gotta glue that one a little bit better. In this one is just a little snowman, and this is kind of a non-traditional color. I've been really into earth tones, especially when I'm doing primitive, but I just love earth tones right now. Maybe it's because it's fall. But anyway, I colored this one up and just embossed with snowflakes, and then like a snowflake embossing folder. And I used whatever color ink. Oh, this is the linen ink. Okay, my brain's tired, you guys. This is the fine linen ink. So this color here is fine linen, and that's the color that you get. It is so pretty. And then this darker color is the pumice stone. So that's what this is fine linen cardstock from Paper Tray ink, but with pumice stone inking on top of it. Okay, so that's how I did this card. And then inside is blank right now. So, and you can do a stitched liner on the inside too. I just haven't cut it for this one yet. I just was trying to get these done so that I could get my video up and loaded, you know, for you guys, so you'll have some stuff. You know, I like to get it out there early in the day so that everybody has a chance. So here's the last one. This one I actually sealed with Velcro. I just cut a Velcro in half and I put a little seal on it, and then I took a threaded button and stuck it on there. So that's another way. And then this one I glued a little bit larger circle here so that I can write who it's to at Christmas time, because this one is specifically a little Christmas. And this one I just took the insert and I just did a circle die cut and stamped on it. So you could also write your note on the back of this. So you can do a circle card like I did, or you can use the insert that the 3x3 envelope comes with and just use those circles and stamp something and have a little kind of note card that goes into your envelope. Okay, and I love how it looks with the button when you're doing Prim stamps. I just think buttons and Prim stamps go together. So those are all the little cards, and I just think these turned out so cute, and they're just so much fun to make. Just a joy to play with this little circle die. So, oops, so I got 4 different looks. And these were just so much fun to make. So I definitely want to make more of them. All right, so I'm going to shove all that aside. And I have 2 more really quick, 2 more cards because I'm running out of time, you guys. So this is one of the other images that you might have seen me post to Instagram from that stamp set. This one says Winter Pickins. I haven't put sentiment on here. I almost put a Merry Christmas up here, but I decided to wait in case I end up using this for a winter birthday or something like that. I like that this stamp could be used for a variety of things because it really doesn't necessarily have to be Christmas. It could be though. And I did use some of that fine linen ink. If you're wondering, this is a BG10 marker. And then I took fine linen ink and I inked over it. I was trying to kind of make it look like a rustic background. And I wanted to stamp my little snowflake stamp, but I couldn't find it. I think it's upstairs on my desk, in my upstairs area where I work usually. So I might add snowflakes to this, and I might do a sentiment, but I haven't done it yet. Okay, and of course I had to do my red and white gingham, which is my favorite. But you'll notice I did kind of ink it with that same fine linen ink to sort of tone it down a little bit. And then I just used a piece of corrugated cardstock along the bottom and the back. Okay, so there's one. And then here's another one. This one uses some gold cardstock that's from the Paper Zone back in the day. And actually, I scored a ream of this really thick gold cardstock at the thrift store about 5 years ago or something. I don't even remember when. But I had this image and I was over by my paper area. And I saw the gold cardstock and thought it would be pretty with this. It's a kind of like an antique gold, if you can tell. And so this is that Cottage Cuts scallop die. The greenery die is what I used to cut out the beautiful image that I had colored. And I love this image with the little stocking. And I didn't use a sentiment. I used that Christmas tree embossing folder from Sizzix that I've showed you before. It's the 3D one. I don't know if I showed it to you today, but I showed it in my last video. I thought I brought it. Maybe I did. I don't remember what I did now, you guys. And then I just added a piece of the Scarlet Jewel cardstock from Paper Tray Ink to match this stocking and the burgundy that's on here because it kind of gives you a third piece of that color in the card. So the rule of threes really helps your eye to sort of assess the picture correctly. So it's a good thing to remember, the rule of threes. And then texture is always a good thing to add because it breaks up the background and it gives your eye a place to rest. And it also just adds interest to the card overall. So that is everything I have to share for you. And I did want to say, when you're inking backgrounds and stuff, it's helpful for dimension to help it pop from the back to do a slightly darker color around the edge. So I actually took the pumice stone and I inked the edge of it with that, even though I was inking with fine linen on the base. Okay, so it's fine linen with a little bit of that pumice stone around the edge. And that just helps lift it off the background a little bit. So, and the same with this, I inked it with the fine linen and then I went over the raised parts with the pumice stone just to have it pop up a little bit more for you to be able to see that embossing, okay? So you can see how pretty that tree embossing folder really is. It's gorgeous. So I just love that. So those are my 2 cards. All of these little circle cards were so fun to make. Oh my gosh. Emma, thank you for your little thank you gift to me of the beautiful dies you sent me. And I ordered some other stuff from her, including a new turkey die that she did. And Emma, my heart goes out to you and your mom and your whole family, your boys. I know you just lost your dad. And we also lost a crafter named Ginger that I think many of you already know that. And Scrapinology had shared, and Emma did a beautiful dedication, her and all of her creators, because Ginger was a designer for her. So my heartfelt condolences still to everyone who's lost someone recently for any reason, especially, you know, everyone that's lost people due to COVID. We've lost some crafters and it's really heartbreaking. And my heart goes out to their families. So Sherry's family, May's family's lost her mom, Emma and her family, so many people, you guys, Ginger's family. and anyone I'm not thinking of. I know a lot of you have shared that you've had losses to cancer and different things. So try to choose joy. I know it's not always easy, especially in times like these, but crafting and sharing heart really helps us to come together and keep our spirits up. So I want to thank you for making Saturday Morning Makes so much fun. Oh my goodness, you make my weekends joyful. And I hope that you all feel that joy too. I have to go because I'm at 30 minutes. Bye.